Hi, I'm Neil, and this is Ariel, and we're the Wood family. I grew up in Stuart, Florida. Didn't grow up in the church at all. Didn't grow up with my father in the household. God was missing from my life.
I was raised in a non-religious family. We celebrated Hanukkah and Christmas and everything, and I loved the holidays, but I didn't know anything about them. And now, looking back, I struggled a lot with my identity. I felt like I had to confide in people, and they didn't fill me up the way that God fills me up now. I feel like those years were so hard. We didn't have community.
Our neighbors are the Lanes, and they go to family church at the village campus. Sometime, down the road after we were living there, started talking to Nathan more and more often. I'd started to run in the mornings and was running, and I was talking to him about running. And he said he used to run. So I said, hey, why don't we run together? And we'd start talking more and more. And those conversations ultimately started leading to, what are your beliefs? Seeing his faith in God and his relationship with the Lord, it brought me to want that same thing.
Yeah, he came home one day and he's like, what do you think about going to church with the Lanes? And I was like, sure. That sounds awesome.
And it was just such a warm, compassionate welcome. And it was like, these people really wanted to know who I was. They wanted to know who we were. It felt like home.
We loved it. From the first time we went to family church, we were like, these people feel like our family.
Our very first Sunday was a First Connection Sunday. And I recall, going through the 3 circles, and just thinking where I was at that point in my life and the brokenness, and just seeing that pathway to be closer to God and where, I wanted my family to be. And really, wanting the best for our children and wanting to have them grow up in the church. God was pulling us to his design. When we said we want to become baptized, Angel said, hey, it's great you want to be baptized, but y'all should get married first.
Yeah. We were engaged, but we weren't even, the thought of marriage wasn't even there. And then we started having a deeper purpose for why we wanted to get married. It wasn't just like, oh, we have kids, let's get married. It was like, we have kids and we are going to do this for God. Our wedding day was like the most perfect day. It was actually in Nathan and Christy's backyard. And I think the most beautiful part about that day was that everyone laid hands on us and prayed over us. We just felt surrounded by family. No, we got baptized at the beach, which that alone was very powerful for Neil and I. I just remember everyone surrounding us and just the support that we've never had from our own family or our other friends outside of church. I've had such a hard time in my life with just trusting and asking for help. So when the community came together and brought us meals after our daughter was born, it just sparked something in me. Just knowing that we're loved and cared for. I feel like the relationships throughout my life, I felt like there was a void that needed to be filled, and I thought people had to fill that void. But it's not people, it's Jesus. We're still on a journey. We still have a long way to go, but where we are now in our life, from where we started, it's just so much better now.